This contest is a catchweight contest and 6 5-minute rounds. 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout will decide the winner. Now on my right, in the red corner from the Royal Brothers Tag Team, will you welcome please, Vic Faulkner. His opponent, on my left, the man of 1,000 holds, from Blackpool, the world lightweight champion, Johnny Saint.
Seconds away, round 1.
Hello again, Grapple fans. Good afternoon to you. And here at the Civic Centre, Oldham, the Queen Elizabeth Hall to be exact, we welcome you to another professional wrestling session. And we start this afternoon with a catchweight bout between one of your old favourites, Vic Faulkner from Bolton. And nice to see him back in the ring after so long. The blonde boy from Bolton. He takes on Johnny Saint, the world lightweight champion. This is a catchweight because Vic, of course, is 11 stone 7, right in the middle of the welterweight bracket. Johnny Saint on the 11 stone mark, which is the upper limit of the lightweight bracket. Johnny Saint, of course, no trouble identifying him there. His name right across his front, the big white stripe on the side of his trunks. There he is, a smile on his face as always. In fact, both of these wrestlers do a lot of smiling. They really enjoy their wrestling. The referee in this bout, Jeff Kay of Hull. Well, a bit early for Vic Faulkner to try a full Japanese stranglehold in a surfboard position, but he got it on. He couldn't get the backbreaker on properly. Johnny Saint still smiling. Well, there are going to be a lot of tricks here. Arm locking out of Faulkner. See that rolling arm move and still holding the arm lock. Faulkner in the backhammer there, trying to hold. Just dropped down beautifully. Double leg Nelson Faulkner. Folding press Saint. Spin out before he can get it. And again, both of them smiling. They're going to enjoy this one. And I'm sure you at home are too, because these two of the greatest technicians in the business, in my opinion. Wonderful to watch. This bout precedes a super heavyweight tournament, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. But I think this first bout's going to be hard to beat here this afternoon. Double wrist lock and a head scissors finish. A couple of minutes to go in this first round of 6. Remember, 2 falls to decide it. Or the best of 3, whichever way you like to put it. The leg spread by Faulkner, not worrying Saint too much at all, because he can do the splits anytime he likes. Doesn't worry him at all. Faulkner picked the wrong boy to do the leg spread on it. Grabbed the leg as he went over. Nice move, toe and ankle now, Faulkner. Figure 4 leg lock. Just a minute left. Round 1 of 6. Faulkner holding on as hard as he could, but he knew there was no chance of stopping that rollout. Full Nelson, Saint. Full Nelson, Faulkner. Now let's see how Saint gets out of this. The butt, the turn, he's in it again. And the same again. Faulkner's not going to be easy to get rid of there. Yes, lovely. Half a minute to go. Saint looking round as the smile on his face as if to say, which way do you want me to get out of this? You better hurry. Right on the bell. Full Nelson, Saint on the bell. And unfortunately the bell stopped him, stopped his move there. Completely stopped his move. But Vic Faulkner, just the man I would choose to face Saint, face Johnny Saint in a really master of the art contest, and I'm sure this is going to be. Incidentally, his brother Bert Royal, of course, he's been out of wrestling for a time with cracked ribs. So that's why we haven't seen him recently.
Seconds away, round 2.
But even Bert Royal, I'm sure, will get over cracked ribs quicker than most and be back with us on the small screen before long. Meantime, we have his brother Vic Faulkner here at the Queen Elizabeth Hall in Oldham, taking on Johnny Saint, the world lightweight champion.
Come on now. Mr. Referee!
A typical Faulkner trick. Gets Jeff Kay also grinning. An old trick of Faulkner's, but it works nearly every time. Just using the referee's leg to get his balance right and get out of the hole. Mr. Referee, he says. And of course, the referee, thinking he wants to complain about something, comes over, and of course, that is the end of the hole as far as Johnny Saint's concerned. Yes, side headlock ground position to Faulkner, and I'll take a bet that this is one bout that you will never get any fouls in at all. I don't think the referee, the Hull referee, Jeff Kay, there he is, will have any problem with this bout at all, except that he will be used a little bit as he was by Vic Faulkner then. About number 7, I reckon that was. He got out of it, and the sweat pouring off them both, especially Faulkner then. He jumped into a step over toe hold position, but didn't bother with a step over. Johnny Saint still with a grin on his face, climbs back in. And he's out again. Oh, this is going to be a really great contest, this one. Yes, folding, double knee, gets a count of 2. Folding press adds a beauty by Saint, but he couldn't hold. Look at that lead from the back. Lovely. Double leg Nelson by Saint this time. And there are going to be so many pinfall chances, most of them probably not working to a count of 3, but it means that the referee, Jeff Hall, is going to be really busy with his pinfall counts in this bout. They make so many near chances, these fellows. And a Boston Crab for Saint with 1 minute to go in the second round.
No, referee, no. No, come on. No.
No, he's really laying on this full Boston Crab there, Saint. That didn't work. Double leg Nelson try now. Folding press try for Vic Faulkner. Rolled out nicely, but into the ropes. No question about it. The crowd really love this. The lighter boys really going fast with the skillful moves that they're seeing in this preliminary contest here this afternoon. 5 seconds to go. And Saint with her body scissors right round him as that round finished, but it didn't seem to worry him. Anyway, there's Johnny Saint's corner. Johnny Saint, of course, the ex-lightweight champion of Great Britain, which he relinquished when he got the world title. And, of course, this man who was taught originally his wrestling skills by the one and only Billy Robinson. He also got a further coaching from George Kidd. What better pair can you have than that?
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, 4 rounds to go and no score. A lot of near scores, no score so far. Vic Faulkner at 11-7, just 7 pounds in weight advantage over Johnny Saint. Johnny Saint at 11 stone dead, the man who really can't find a lightweight that's liable to worry him too much, except possibly Steve Gray, who has beaten him a couple of times on television, but couldn't do it when he took on Saint for the world title. Well, there's a straight arm lever for you, right over the head, because he hasn't got the height to work it over the shoulder. It's far too early with that one. And again, Saint, and trying for a Boston Crab, but spun him out instead. Faulkner dives past and waiting from the side, and it's a double leg Nelson. And for some reason, Saint couldn't get his balance back. Was held in that double leg Nelson, and the first to congratulate Vic Faulkner on the first fall in 1 minute 20 seconds of round 3.
In 1 minute 20 seconds of round 3, first fall of the contest goes to Vic Faulkner.
There's a neat sidestep there on the ropes on the left-hand side of the ring there. Made Saint go past him, come off the ropes, and Faulkner was ready with that double leg Nelson. Took him completely unawares, and for some reason he couldn't get his balance.
Seconds away, round 4.
So 3 rounds to go, halfway through the bout, and Faulkner in the lighter mauve trunks, the plain mauve trunks, I should say, leading Johnny Saint, the world title holder of the bracket below Faulkner's welterweight, of course, by 1 for the mill. Yes, that really caught that double-handed wrist lever was holding Faulkner's left wrist there, and as he tried that head mare, really caught it. He's still there, and he's still almost got out of it then, the last second. But no, Saint still got the same hold as before. All that effort there by Faulkner.
No, referee help. Nope. Come on. Nope.
A little bit of illegal use of the middle rope there by Faulkner, but allowed because it took a split second. Still Saint with that double-handed wrist lever. Hasn't moved. That hold hasn't moved for so long now, really. If he gets out of it, he'll be back in it again in a split second. Saint's so fast on that. And surely Vic Faulkner must be tiring a little bit after all that effort. Nicely undressed. That's a Saint trick operated by Faulkner, and it's now reversed. Exactly the same hold, but this time held by Faulkner. Well, let's see how long it takes Saint to get out of it. Not too long. He's back with the... and both of them getting out of it now. Quick whip. Faulkner takes it beautifully. And the body scissors to Faulkner. Trying a quick pinfall chance while he's there.
Come on.
In other words, Johnny Saint's not taking any too much notice of that. Three taps on the opponent or the canvas often means, or legitimately should mean he wants to submit. Well, the crowd love it. Faulkner grinning all over his face as he succeeded in that get out, but Saint also smiling as he congratulates his opponent. Bridge. Faulkner trying to break it. And the monkey climb over the top, but the interlock figures are still there. Double leg Nelson. Faulkner. And spun out before the folding press could come. Lovely stuff by both men. And I don't think you'll ever see a more sporting contest than this one. Two master technicians really enjoying it as much as the crowd is. Less than a minute now in the fourth. Oh yes, caught on the way, didn't quite time it right, but the spin out was timed.
4, 5, 6.
And all referee Jeff Kay has had to do is to pinfall count, or count for the knockout, time and time again. Not even a private warning up to now. 5 seconds. So that head scissors at the end didn't last even to the bell. But let's have a look at the both men now sweating profusely. Johnny Saint on the right, hitching up his trunks there, getting the treatment from his second, and Faulkner on the left. But he's leading Faulkner by 1-0. He gained in the third.
Seconds away, round 5.
2 rounds to go as we start round 5, and can Johnny Saint, the lightweight champion of the world, come back against the welterweight experienced man from Bolton, Vic Faulkner? Red Scissors Faulkner.
No.
If you can't see at any time those black trunks with the white stripe down the side of Johnny Saint or his name in the front, then the tattoo marks all over his upper arms and forearms you'll be able to see. And again he's there. Every time Saint thinks he's out of trouble, Faulkner gets him right back in, all because he's holding that double-handed wrist lever, which he is not holding anymore because Saint managed to use the sweat around to slip out of it. Oh yes, full Boston crowd now. Saint's got it again. He had it in the first round, but it didn't work then, and it hasn't worked now. Oh, they're really loving this. Everybody here, and the two wrestlers. Faulkner didn't know where that was coming from at all. He still doesn't. Nicely over the top, and it's a side serve. Oh, beautiful folding press from the side. And there's the equalizer to Saint in round 5. Just 1 minute, 50 seconds of round 5. 1 fall each.
In round 5, the equalizing fall goes to the blue corner and the world lightweight champion, Johnny Saint.
And that leaves only 1 round to go to get a result here. And there again, Vic Faulkner congratulating Saint on that equalizer. 1 to go, and any second the bell.
Seconds away for the 6th and final round.
For the 6th and final round. 1 fall each. And now we're going to get a result here. Yes. Faulkner often trying that, arms in the air, trying to distract the attention of his opponent while he grabs for the double leg. Perfect example of how the grappling game can be real fun when it's operated by a couple of fellas, master technicians like these two. Well, he eventually got the full Japanese triangle hold reversed, but I'm not sure for how long, because Faulkner could get it back. There it is.
No referee, no.
Down into a bridge. Oh, nicely hooked that leg forward, beautifully done. It's a folding press fold now. Saint attempting to roll himself into the little ball. 5 tackle, Saint over the top, cross press. And a count of 2.5 there. Mistimed it, and Saint lean out of the ring.
3, 4,
But landed okay.
5, 6.
Back at 6. Over the top, double leg Nelson, Faulkner. And there's that little ball, he rolls himself up. Now Faulkner can do nothing about that. No limbs free. Nothing he can do. A George Kidd special that he taught Johnny Saint. And he's lifted him up, thinking he was helping the situation. Lifted him up out of it and got caught in the wrist. It's the second time that Saint's missed and the first that Faulkner's missed. But both still grinning.
5, 6, 7, 8.
1 fall each, remember, this is the final round. Now then, there's the double arm. Faulkner wisely goes down to make it the double arm stretch, because otherwise he'd have got the Saint feet right in his face. I don't think he'll fall for any of that. Came over the top, and less than a couple of minutes to go in this final round 6.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How either of these men had the energy to pull pints, in Vic Faulkner's case, at his pub in Exton, over the top cross price, and Johnny Saint to run his apartment block of holiday flats in Blackpool. This keeps them fit to do it, I guess. They certainly produce some wonderful wrestling skills, even though they're now part-timers, or shall we say their whole life isn't taken up by wrestling as before.
No.
Just under a minute. The spin out came late because Saint wasn't sure whether he need go the Cody better in case. Because Faulkner could have easily followed that up. Crutch hold, slam, Faulkner down, reverse double knee hold. 40 seconds. Crutch hold, Saint, slam, follow down, reverse double knee hold. Knees too far. Body scissors now, Faulkner. 30 seconds. Oh, we're going to have to move to get a result here. He tried to turn him over for a Boston, couldn't make it, tries the folding press, 15 seconds. Again the folding press, 10 seconds, full Boston crab to Faulkner, over the top, Saint, double knee, double leg Nelson to Faulkner, folding press to Saint, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and it's all over. But what an effort by both men. A 1-call each draw, and I think we'll agree, a magnificent contest. Just listen to that applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 terrific rounds of sport in wrestling, both wrestlers gaining 1 fall apiece, the referee's decision is a draw. Vic Faulkner and Rossi Johnny Saint.
We continue the tournament, ladies and gentlemen, with a super heavyweight contest fought over 8 rounds of 5 minutes duration. Best 2 from 3 falls or submissions, 1 KO to decide the winner. It's my pleasure to introduce to you in the red corner from Mustag, we have the British heavyweight title holder at 6'5", 18 stone 4, Gwyn Davis. And ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, at 6'11" and 31 stone, the Giant Haystacks.
Well, you could call all 3 bouts in this program this afternoon main bouts. The one we've just seen, tremendous wrestling by Naylor and Ryan, just won by Naylor in the 4th by the 1 fall required. And now the real big boys. There he is, the biggest of all, Giant Haystacks, Luke McMasters. And he will even make the heavyweight champion of Great Britain, Gwyn Davies from Maesteg, South Wales. They're wearing his British belt, heavyweight belt, on the left there. Even makes him look pretty short at 6'5". Davies at 18 stone 4. The one on the right, Giant Haystacks at 31 stone. And, of course, the referee, Brian Crabtree, really looking like a midget in there between them. But 8 rounds, 2 falls to decide. And it takes a little bit of time for Haystacks to decide to leave the ropes, as is his wont. Gwyn Davies wants to get on with it. Haystacks still arguing with a few of the spectators. As long as he keeps touching the ropes, he can afford to turn his back on Gwyn Davies. But if he leaves them, then he can't anymore. clap for a very slow starting Haystack. And the referee saying, all right, you're going to leave the ropes, aren't you? I imagine that Brian Crabtree, the referee, is liable to stand back a little when he says it too. Davies up from that throw like a lightweight. I'm very often a little worried by the top rope on these occasions. There's a combination of about 49.5 stone there. Or more, sorry, 31 and 8. Yes, it's just about the 50 stone mark, and it's a little bit tough if they both hit the top rope at the same time. Haystack must be a little bit warmer than Davies in this gear he wears, plus the elbow bandage, plus the long hair and beard under these tremendously powerful television lights. And Davies there. Maybe impairing the breathing, I think. Haystack's there. Not too much worry, though. Up quite easily from that. Even Davies having a problem reaching up to him. Pull-on grab it there. A couple of minutes to go in the first round of 8. 2 falls to decide this one. Oh, yes. And Davies' left foot really took that. All 31 stone of Haystacks came down on Davies' left foot then. Now he's a bit mad now. Am I just allowed a little retaliation, says Davies. The trouble to hear the referee's got, of course, is to get either man to take a notice of him. As for trying to separate them, of course, little chance. And the enormous bulk of Haystacks right over Davies' face now. Surely preventing him breathing now. 1 minute to go. But can the referee get him off? Referee Crabtree, a very athletic fellow, but he's got troubles here today. And the double-handed beard lever, I think. Quite unorthodox, quite illegal, I'm sure, but Davies persists in retaliating a bit for the treatment he's been getting. Well, that must have... And Davies' hands full of hair from the beard of Haystack. But a pretty agile move from the referee on the bell. So now the problem is to get Haystacks back to his corner. Davies is already there. Gwyn Davies, the heavyweight champion of Great Britain, who's defended his title on many occasions, still hasn't lost it since he got it the second time. He held it for a few months a few years ago, but he lost it quickly to Albert Rocky Wall. But now he's got it again the vacant title left by Wall when he retired from the ring, and he's held it ever since. Round 2, 7 to go. Giant Haystacks in the gear on the right there. This enormous man from Salford, Lancashire. Gwyn Davies, the champion from Maesteg, South Wales. His family is steeped in the fight game, either boxing or wrestling. And that could easily have been a punch, close knuckle to the forehead, and the referee thinks so, but that attack surely deserves a public warning. He must deliver a public warning for this, surely. They'll never get him to listen again if he doesn't.
Your referee has issued the first public warning to the Giant Haystacks.
The reason, of course, Haystacks held on to that, trying to make it a sleeper on the side of Davies's neck on the deck there. Not too many orthodox wrestling holds coming from Haystacks, but with that weight and strength, I guess he figures he doesn't need too many. And he's trying that sleeper again, the forearm on the side of the neck, and he's working too. Davies suffering from that. Davies forced to come up at 7. And a crutch hold and slam by Haystacks. The follow down and the full crash on Davies. He'll never move from that one. Neil Soden, our MC, trying to announce that fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a body slam and double shoulder press, first fall in favor of the Giant Haystacks.
And that is the move, following that body slam, that this big man from Salford calls a splash. And I must admit, it's a pretty accurate description. Davies caught, after that body slam from the crotch hold, caught the full splash of 31-stone man coming down on him in the cross press. And of course, he didn't move from it on account of the pretty severe weakness he'd received earlier on in the round. Round 3, 6 rounds to go, and Haystacks with one public warning against him, leading Davies, the champion, by 1 fall to 0. And Brian Crabtree, masterful efforts at trying to separate them, but finding it very difficult. Already is 11-1 public warning. He might have to deliver the final one if Haystacks doesn't leave go when he's told. Another sleeper on Davies. And the face pressed right up against the enormous bulk and finding it impossible to breathe. Forearm came slamming down on his head, and the splash again, but this time Davies spotted it coming, and the ring nearly broke, but at least Davies wasn't under it. And a flyer, but he's lost his balance, or has he? Can he get it? A cross press a little bit late, full cross press, but he's holding him down, and there's the equalizer in the third.
With a flying tackle and follow through, the equalizer, Gwyn Davies.
So that's a popular equaliser there by Gwyn Davies, the champion, who looked very much as though he'd slipped past the cross-press position, but he made it just by holding the arms down, and the equaliser in the third. One each. One fall each, and still one public warning only against the big man, Giant Haystacks. And Haystack wanting a handshake there to cool it off a little bit. He knows the treatment he's been dishing out. A little bit worried about the possible consequences of that treatment in the shape of retaliation. Yes, the knees came up under the beard there, the forearm nicely. And Davies actually tying the hair up to the top rope. Well, that's a different risk, and leaving quite a lot of hair on that top rope as he did that too. Well, he's lost some of his beard, and he's lost some of his hair. Looks as though he can lose some more beard coming up too. And surely a public warning for that now. Referee not sure of it. Oh, the knee came up just before the butt landed in the stomach, and again the splash by the big man. But he'd released, so he cannot continue the move, and he gets the second and final public warning for it. I think he's been disqualified. It wasn't a public warning. I think he's had enough. The referee said that's enough. Haystacks out.
Ladies
and Davies the winner on a disqualification.
Your referee has no further cause but to disqualify the Giant Haystack. Gwyn Davies, the winner.